Hello everyone and welcome back to Toxic Terrors. As always, I'm your host Mr.G. You know, for some reason after last video, Eric didn't come home. I was worried, but thankfully I received this video in an email showing that he's alright. So yeah, Eric's fine. Well, on to today's video. Today we're talking about the Portuguese man of war. The Portuguese man of war, Physalia physalis, is a siphonophore. It's a carnivore, was described in 1758, and is found in oceans all around the world except for Antarctica, because bugs don't like Antarctica, and basically any invertebrate is kind of like a bug if you think about it hard enough, but I'm not going to open that can of worms, so let's just get moving because what am I talking about? Let's just get on with it. Despite appearances, the Portuguese man-o'-war is not a jellyfish. Rather, as I said before, it's a siphonophore, which are creatures that are not actually a single organism. You see, they're actually made up of several different groups of animals that have all came together in order to form one body. So basically, one creature is the tentacles, another makes up the gas bag, another is the stomach. You get the idea. You know, whenever I think about these guys, I kind of wonder what it would be like if higher creatures had the same thing. Like, imagine if all of your body parts were technically a different being. Wouldn't that be a weird thing to happen to you? Who knows? Certainly food for thought. The man-o'-war is completely incapable of swimming on its own. Instead, it floats at the surface of water all day, being dragged around by the currents, eating whatever falls into its stingers. Now, there's actually multiple animals that have weird relations with the man-o'-war. First, there's the blue sea slug, which actually eats them and then stores its stingers inside of its body, and then it uses that venom in order to attack its predators. There's also the blanket octopus, which will collect discarded man-o'-war tentacles and use them as weapons. Yes, there are animals that use weapons. That's terrifying. There's the man-o'-war fish, which actually lives inside of its tentacles, although unlike clownfish, they're not actually immune to the venom of their home. Instead, they're just really good at dodging the tentacles. Basically, imagine if your house, everything was covered in knives. That's basically how these guys live. And some species of turtles eat them because their throats are too thick to be penetrated by the stingers. So yeah, that's the man-o'-war. Now let's look at the card. Honestly, there's not much to say about this card, except for the fact that on the back, it claims that the fish that live in their tentacles are a type of clownfish, but the man-o'-war fish is not a clownfish, and it's also not immune to their tentacles. So yeah, 9 out of 10. As for humans, they basically have the same relation as jellyfish. They sting humans and it makes painful marks. I don't know exactly how many people have been killed by them, since some people might mistake them for jellyfish and they're reported as a jellyfish-based death. If you get stung by them, it's basically the same remedy as if you're stung by a jellyfish. So yeah. Also, sometimes they wash up on shore, and just like jellyfish, you still shouldn't touch them because even in death, their stinging cells still work. So yeah. Well, that's all for this episode of Toxic Terrors. Next time I'm sticking with this series to talk about a group of aquatic snakes. Bye!